Here we go. Hey there, everybody. How y'all doing? Well, we finally made it on. Sorry, a little late. It's not my fault. It's
It's
my
my fault.
special guest. We got the Mr. Diorama, whatever you want to call it, the Dio,
Mhm.
Mr. JD, the king of all those things that are wonderful. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm good. Yeah, sorry to keep everybody waiting. Our show
Nah,
breaking the mold ran a little long tonight.
yeah. If y'all don't know what Breaking Mold is, check it out. It's on the Earl C. Really great show. Bunch of great guys. I've already done. Already done Dave. Yeah, I did him good. But yeah, I'm planning on having everybody on. I've got a lot of people wanting to get on, and it warms my soul that people like watching my stuff and they want to get on and talk and everything. And I really appreciate that. So you just hit me up. Just PM me or something, or message me or something. All of that. Drop in my DMs. Whatever you gotta do, and we'll set up a time and date, and we'll go from there. So, Mr. JD, did you have a wonderful weekend? I think I got to see you this weekend a little bit.
I did. I got to see you, and that
Yeah.
alone was
Oh,
well worth the
please.
12-hour drive. Nah, man, I love you.
Oh, I know. I love you too.
It was just a fantastic time.
Hmm.
My only complaint is I did not get enough time with you and everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was it. It was,
That was whatever.
I mean, it's just, there's some, you think you have all the time, but you really don't. I mean, we got there on Thursday, early morning Thursday, and I still didn't get to hang out a lot. I didn't, I saw Robert a lot, saw you and your other half, Cece. I'm gonna call her Cece now because my
Cool.
favorite band is Poison, and Cece DeVille is the guitarist, so she's Cece now. So hopefully she'll be joining us soon. She's outside and all that stuff. So
Mhm.
I got to see y'all again. Once again, it was a pleasure. It was an honor to hang out with y'all too and talk to y'all and just pick your brains a little bit about stuff. And it was a wonderful weekend. But it was just so like my wife came with me, and like I said, she had a wonderful time meeting everybody too. She said she was open to everybody. It was really nice. She's kind of scared a little bit, kind of nervous. Like, what are they gonna think about me? I'm like, well, they like me, so I'm sure they'll probably like you because you're better than me. So,
He's a sweetheart.
yeah. And she would go to the room, and I say, I'll be up there in a minute. But a minute turned into like 2 hours because I would sit there and just meet you. You would see people
Uh-huh.
just on the way up, and they're like, "Hey, I like your stuff, Deluxe, blah blah this, you all this good stuff." And I get to talk to people that I've talked to over the years. This is the fifth year, you know, so I get to see a bunch of new people also. And so, what is it that about? What did you get? Did you get anything? I know you got a bunch of stuff, but did you get anything that you were really happy to get? Like, you just like, wow, I got it for a good price, or it just meant a lot to you, as far
Uh,
as toys.
yeah, let's see. I mean, pretty heavy in the Legends game, so I'm
Mm,
happy to get like I finally got
mm,
Dutch. All these Magic squares, like the you know
mm.
Magnus and
Ah, yeah.
like all of these, they're great. I finally finished off my make toy seeker, so I got the
Yeah.
finally. Uh,
Saw that.
I mean, I spent a lot of money at Hanny's booth,
I
and
did too.
yeah, so shout out to Hanny.
Yep.
Um,
Good dude.
we got some other odds and ends, non-transformer related stuff. I got
What'd
Ghost.
you pick up non-Transformers? What'd you get? Anything that like Star Wars stuff or?
So we got a Ghost in the Shell figure. She's like 7 inches
Okay.
tall. Hand
Nice.
at it. Got a Guyver 3 that's made by Figma.
Okay.
Black Guyver it's from an anime,
Okay.
but
Not much into anime, so yeah.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
essentially
That's cool.
it's a Figma toy. It's really nice.
That's cool.
Um, Trying to think what else. We got Bulma from Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Uh,
Nice. I know a little something. I watch ATR. Sometimes I can follow along. Not a lot, but I can follow. And I think Robert D is a big Dragon Ball Z fan also,
yeah,
so I hear from him too and everything.
yeah. Um,
Did she get anything? I mean, did she like pick up anything that she
I
was,
mean, yeah. I mean, she got a bunch of shirts and stuff. I mean, pretty much all the toys that we got were kind of like, ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, one of us was oohing over it, and then we just whatever. It was kind of a collective thing. So
Oh, that's cool.
been
That's so awesome.
we've just been like kind of going through our loot and just kind of playing with whatever we want to.
Mm-hmm.
That MMC Azalea was that was a nice surprise. I
The
really
stealth one, yeah.
I enjoy that very, very much.
I just reviewed her, and I have to say it's beautiful. I loved it. I love it more than the Rogue.
Yep.
The only thing I have issues with is these, not really an issue, is the scale. It's like it's shorter than Rogue, but it also don't fit the Chug though. She's a little bigger than Chug, so it's like, but a lot of people are, I think she could fit in with the MP scale. She's a little smaller than the Fans Toy stuff. Like Springer, she's really short. I show some comparisons of all that stuff. So, I just don't know where she goes. So it's weird but she's fun to transform. She needs a little more paint, I think, and everything. But the die cast really nice. She has pretty good articulation. Not a really big waist swivel. But I say that all this and all that stuff. But it's a fun figure. I've transformed her back, 2 or 3 times already, and it's really fun. I'm a lot more better than Rogue.
I'm excited to be able to transform it.
Mm-hmm. It's easy too. It's not a complicated transformation. And it's just I just don't know where the scale is. I don't know what that MMC scale is, but I think if people want to put it in with their MP scale, they'll be fine. I think that would be fine. So something you can pick up.
I'm kind of debating whether I wait for the RC and get rid of my Rogue or my.
I'm getting the RC one. I don't know if I'll get rid of Rogue though, because she matches with the Fans Toy stuff. So I'll get her. I don't know where she's gonna go though.
Yeah.
But so what is it? So I was going to ask you a question. What is it all you collect? I know you collect Transformers. I know you're a big Star Wars guy. So are you just like a mixture of just anything that tickles your fancy, or
So Transformers is that's always been something that has been a major love of mine. Star Wars has always been a major love of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I've been collecting since I was probably 15 till I was working.
So 10 years. 10 years probably. Well, no.
Yeah, 10 years. No, a whole hell of a lot longer. 10 years.
Okay.
I am 41, so you can do the math.
Yeah.
In later years here, I have kind of branched out into vintage toys, like anything 80s, Thundercats, Silverhawks,
Okay.
Anything I had as a kid. I'm trying to enjoy that stuff again.
Right.
I've also added to it to the list of things. Pretty hardcore into the Storm collectible stuff.
Oh, okay, nice.
I love the Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. I love that stuff. Mythic Legions.
A lot of people are getting them.
Yeah, big shout out to the Four Horsemen. They make some amazing toys. Nice. If you've never played with a Mythic Legion, if you know somebody that has one, ask them to bring it along next time you're gonna hang out with them. And they're pretty awesome.
That's awesome. So what does Cece? Does she God dang! I just blew. Does she collect anything out of the norm? Like she just has her own little line that she loves that you don't really care for.
She collects a lot of the same stuff I do.
No Hello Kitty or no Jim?
No. She has a bigger Pops collection than I do. I'll say that.
Okay.
Pops, I've only done they did a Futurama line. Of course,
they've done every damn line I think they possibly can.
I only go after the odd, like Big Trouble in Little China. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Like real short lines. Hellboy, you know what I mean? Stuff that's like really short. But she's been going after all the Star Wars stuff and
cool.
Anime figures, anime properties, rather.
That's so cool that y'all could share something like that. I've always wanted to get my wife. She doesn't collect jack crap. And I've always wanted, every time we go out, I was like, there's pops and stuff. Like, hey, you want to grab some pops? We can start collecting. She's like, I ain't got no room for that damn crap. Come on now. I'm like,
no purses, no shoes.
No, what? No, she. I mean, she has shoes, but she just doesn't, collect anything. Like she loves Beauty and the Beast, and I've tried to get her stuff. I've gotten some pops for her. I got her some when the movie came out. The really with what's her face? I don't remember. We went and watched it, and I got her a couple dolls, whatever, everything. But she just doesn't collect anything. I've always collected something throughout my life. I've always collected, baseball cards, football cards, CDs, movies, anything, toys, anything like that. But it's not her.
It's not for everybody. That's cool.
Yeah, Emma Watson. Thank you, Oscar. And butt juice. He wanted me to say butt juice. Okay, he wanted me to say organically like that or something like that, but I just said butt juice. But so I just never, she never wants to collect anything, and that's really cool that that you have somebody, a better half of you that does that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So another thing is, a lot of people know you from the dios and stuff, everything, dioramas. What got you into that? Well, I mean, how long have you been doing it, and what really got you into it?
Oh boy, so out of all the years I collected, you lose love and you gain love, and what I mean, find it again. I'd say probably the last 2 years I've joined groups and have seen guys that do this stuff. They build this stuff. So I'm fairly new to it. You know what I mean? I've started with it last year or two.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, thank you.
Dude, come on now. Come on. That the Java thing you did and the castle you got going.
Yeah. The Java was the first thing that I did. I mean, I'm still working on it. There's still some small little accessories that need to be added to it, but
yeah, but it's still, I mean, I think you put it out in JCC, correct? The last time, and it looks really good, dude. I'm gonna tip my hat. I don't have a hat on, but I'll tip my little hair piece.
Proverbial hats. Cool.
That's my hair. It's not a hair piece. Come on now. But yeah. I mean, and that castle thing. I'm excited to see. Like I said, I'm hoping to work with you in the future and everything, and do all that good stuff. So So you've only been doing it for 2 years, really?
Maybe
or just hardcore?
No, I mean, I actually started like that. Java Dio was my first piece.
Wow. So what made you want to do that? You felt that you had the room, you just felt the need to do it?
I mean, I look at my shelves, I see a lot of other people's shelves, and I'm like,
I could do that.
It needs a little more, I need to spruce it up a little bit, and seeing other people build, all these, you see a lot of like these cityscapes for Marvel Legends and stuff like that. A lot of the same stuff that you see, but I'm like, you know what? I love Transformers. I love Star Wars. I haven't done anything Transformers yet, except for Dolcar reviews.
Oh, it's good to do Q reviews. Yeah.
Yeah. So on our show at the beginning of the year, we did giveaways and all that stuff. And instead of giving a toy away, I donated my time to.
Well, see, that's special. That's more. I think that's more special than a toy because that came from you. I mean, that was part of you that you put into it. I would have loved, dude. If I won that, other than if I would have won like Tarn from Flames Toys, I would have loved to win that from you than that Tarn because that's something part of you. I think that'd been cool. That's an awesome giveaway there.
Oh, we'll do some talking about some stuff then.
Okay. Yay!
So, but it just gave me a new, it gave me a new outlook on displaying my figures.
Imagine.
So then, like, of course, Bobby and I are kind of racing. We're always sending each other pictures.
Yeah, he does some good work. Yeah, I bought stuff from old Mr. Pinkerton, Mr. Tall Man himself. Yeah, he does a really good work and everything. And there's some other, like whenever they do the pictures, the 5 picks or whatever. There's some really nice dials and stuff and everything. So,
yeah.
That's cool. So So everybody knows. I mean, a lot of people don't know that you do tattoos.
I
How
do.
long have you been doing that? And
I
what got you into that too? Also.
okay. So I don't know. I just like I worked for a family business for like 13 years, and they pretty
Oh, okay.
much treated me like trash the entire time. I
Sorry
was,
about that.
yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah.
So I finally, I mean, I got tired of it and ended up working for one of our clients for a couple years, and I was doing like heating and plumbing, air conditioning sort of stuff.
That's what I'm going into.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, it's not a bad field. It's not a bad field at all.
Nah, I've heard that it hasn't. No, I'm excited.
But I've always been a drawer
And
and
a
a painter
flyer and a
and a
painter.
flyer.
How
But
many times can
yeah,
you do that?
but
Shoot.
I've always doodled,
Right.
sculpted, painted. I mean, you name it. Anything I could get my hands on, like ever since I was a little kid, as
Yeah.
long as I can remember. So everybody
That's
always told me,
cool.
"Oh man, you should see about doing this for a living." Da da da. Da. Oh, you should tattoo, or you should work for comic books. And I tried the comic book route. It's very cutthroat. It's very
Yeah, I imagine.
competitive.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
Because there's always an artist out there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if you didn't have a shtick, you didn't have some sort of gimmick or whatever,
Yeah.
you didn't make it anywhere.
Right.
But I met a good group of guys, um, that were sort of local. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
I live right outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Half of the guys were from like the Lancaster area, which is probably about 30 minutes
Yeah.
away, and then the other half of them were from Baltimore.
Okay.
Um,
Over
but
by
I,
Lovely Bee.
yeah, but I did some work with those guys and stuff like that, and helped them out promoting their stuff, their company. And then I got kind of kind of uh, there was a local shop that he was looking for help, and
Okay.
I said, "Hey man, I don't have any experience, but I wouldn't mind learning."
Okay. So you
Like,
took it as like an apprentice or some kind of
yeah.
thing.
So he
Nice.
took me on as apprentice, and so I
Cool.
did that for probably a year and a half, maybe, or not even a year.
Okay.
It was I forget how long it was. By 2012, I was, you know,
On
tattooing
your own.
professionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
At that time, I kind of fell out of the comic book stuff. And that my career
Yeah.
took the forefront of everything.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, since 2012, I've been doing that.
Nice.
I draw
So,
people and poke holes in them, and
yay,
yeah,
poking holes.
by the end of the day, they hate me.
Yeah.
Stop
You don't
picture.
look right. Man,
No,
whatever. You drew me a picture and I drew it.
I drew it on you.
So your setup, man, like everybody is so amazed by your setup. And JH, and I said in the comments that he loved your setup. How long did it take you to do that? I mean, and how long did it take you to light up all that stuff and everything? Everybody's doing it, that they actually, I guess copied. I'm not gonna say copied, but they, drawn from your, collection of, hey, I want my stuff to display like that. I'm
Oh,
sure some people have. I don't know. I'm saying everybody, but I'm just saying
okay.
some. I would do it. It
That's
looks nice.
interesting. Um, I don't know. It's been a work in progress here for probably the last year at least.
Okay.
Before I was always buying doubles of everything, so the walls were just kind of plastered in carded and boxed figures.
Right. So you don't do that anymore. The double stuff, you don't do that.
Not so much.
Okay.
With the Star Wars stuff, I'll do it. The Black
Okay.
Series stuff, I still, you know,
Yeah. That's fine.
why not waste money? You know what I mean?
Yeah. We only live once, so
Right,
why not have fun and everything? So,
right, right.
but yeah. But so who's your favorite character? Jared? I don't think I've ever asked you that. Who's your favorite Transformer character? It could be,
Oh,
cartoon, toy, IDW, whatever.
oh
Who's your
boy.
favorite character?
Oh boy, oh boy.
Like who is it you say, like, mine's Starscream. So everything I see Starscream, I'm gonna buy. Who is it, that character that you will automatically buy just because of that character?
Yeah. Oh, I think
Oh,
Chandra and I were talking about this the other week, and I don't know if I could. I couldn't give her a definitive answer. If I had to pick,
Okay.
Autobot would be Grimlock. Decepticon would be Devastator. I don't know if Devi would
That's
count.
fine. No, there's people that's picked a, Devastator or Superion or something.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
If I had to pick, it would be them. I love too many of them all equally, but
I mean, I do too. But I've always been drawn to Starscream for some reason. I always, when I was a kid, I would transform into a jet. And I'd put my arms out and go wee, fly around. And yeah, I'd transform into a rock and think I was Prime or something. So it was, oh my god, floor time as a kid, man.
Oh yeah,
good times. But yeah, that's what I'll do. I've always, I always wanted to fly and be a jet or something, and all this stuff. And Starscream, I know a lot of people don't like his personality, but I think him and Megatron together make it work.
Yeah,
so
I think it is the perfect relationship.
Yeah, they're just they're just whatever, and all this stuff. So and back to the tattoo thing. So what has been your, if you can remember, what has been your favorite thing you've tattooed, or what is your the piece that you've been like, that is one of the greatest things I've done?
Another tough.
I know there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, if you could just choose one off your top of your head,
Well, one thing that I guess needs to be understood about artists is we are our own worst critics.
Yeah.
So I'll do a piece, and while the person wearing it is going to be, oh my god, this is so amazing, blah 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 blah.
Then you'll see the mistakes. You'll be like,
kissing my feet. I'm like, that's garbage.
That's trash. You got trash on your arm for the rest of your life, or your ass, whatever.
Done with it, yeah, or in your butt cheek. Yeah.
I quit. I'm so terrible.
Good thing people can't see that thing.
Dude, if I would ever get a tattoo, I would get it by you. I'm just gonna say.
Well, thanks.
But I'm not gonna get one. I'm just telling you. I don't think I can stand the pain, man. I'll be like, all right, I'm good. But it just says a dot. I'm like, hey, I'm good. How much you need? 500.
It's actually not that bad. Like I'm a huge sissy when it comes to pain. Like, I mean, I've been stuck with a lot of needles here in the last year, and like, at a hospital, not.
No. Yeah.
And like that stuff makes me want to cry. But like getting tattooed doesn't. Like I've had the side of my head tattooed. I've had the palm of my hand.
You got the back of your ear. I know you got a cobra.
Yeah.
Right there. That's pretty cool.
Some of the areas that I've had tattooed are questionable, and I thought I would be a bigger baby than I am, and it wasn't as bad.
Was the cobra behind your ear painful at all?
I mean, it was a little bit. This side of my neck was an interesting experience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, he'd be, barreling along or whatever, and I'd be like, "Hey, give me a minute," because I just kept getting this weird tickle in my esophagus. So
really?
I kept asking him to stop so I could clear my throat and get this tickle.
Yeah, I understand. JH in the chat wants to know, what is the level of pain for a small tat? Say that cobra, because it's not a big one; it's a small. It's a small one. Well, it's from 1 to 10. What do you think it was?
I'll say it all depends on the area.
That's true. That's true.
If you stick to, say, outer parts of like your arm or your leg, an area where your clothing is constantly rubbing it, you don't know it, but like there is a like callus that forms there, and it doesn't hurt as much.
Okay.
So like upper arm, outer forearm or whatever, stuff like that, outer thigh, outer calf, areas like that aren't as bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a first timer, start small, work your way up.
Yeah, I've thought about it, but
best advice I could give you.
I don't know, with my weight fluctuation and everything, I get one on my stomach, it'd be like a fish, and then it grow to a whale, then go back to a fish, then go back to a whale. All that good stuff.
It'll grow or shrink with you.
Oh well, okay. I just thought it would grow like I'd have a little fish, and then grow into a whale. And I'll lose more weight and go back to little fishy, and all that good stuff. Anyway, I saw a lot of fish. We went to the aquarium this week. So what was so how was your, out of we'll go back to TFCon just real quick. Out of TFCon, what out of 1 to 10, what was this? Because you went to one last year. That was your first one last year, right?
Yes, that was my first one.
And I think that was a better one, honestly. What was your scale from 1 to 10 for this year?
I mean, I still have to give it a 10, 11, 12.
Really?
37. I don't know. I mean,
okay.
Just for the simple fact that I got to see everybody. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
As
That's
far
cool.
as the venue and how everything was presented, yeah, I don't know, 7.
Yeah, I thought the venue was all right. The hotel was fine. The bed hurt my back. I didn't like the bed. Elisa didn't like the bed either. The venue was okay. The way it's laid out, it has some places you could walk to. Dave and Buster's, and there was a bowling alley and some other places, and they had some decent restaurants in there. So overall, I'll give the venue probably 8 or 9. But I don't know. I didn't really think of anything bad, about that in my experience this weekend. But I don't know. It could have been better, So Mike wants to know, what is the grill piece that would be the crown jewel of your collection? So what is it that, if you had a fire, God forbid you have one, you had to grab one piece, what are you taking with you?
One piece.
Yeah, no. Oh, I'm grabbing several, chunking out the window.
Yeah, I got some empty totes. So I'd be like,
be like Brian Brink. Like, I'm taking my totes. I'm taking all my totes. Me. Shout out to Brian Brinkalizer. Shout out to. I got to see him too. Awesome dude.
Love that dude. We got to ride with him. He rode with us.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I really don't know how I answer that. I really don't.
Do you have a constructor?
Yeah, I do.
That's one. I mainly would be Make Toys Starscream, because I'm a big Starscream fan, and he just looks really good.
I think he's
nice. That'd be a good one to take.
Yeah.
Or the Matrix. Take that Matrix with you.
Yes, the Matrix. Do some role play.
Robert Deacon said, "Come in here and have some pie." Oh, I've got to spend a lot of time with that man this weekend, and it was wonderful. I love him and his family. His kids are awesome. He's got a little girl. She's like a ninja. 1 minute she's there, next minute she's gone. You're like, where in the hell did that little girl go? And family's awesome. His wife's awesome. Him and my wife got along. They spent Saturday night or Friday night, one of the Friday or Saturday night together. And it's Saturday night while Robert and me hung out at the rock party, all that good stuff and everything. Yeah. So they became real good friends and everything. So it's awesome. Ask him when is the last time he pooed his pants. Probably just recently. I just farted a couple times.
I mean, yeah.
When was the last time you farted? Was it on Breaking the Mold?
Just before.
Okay.
I don't think I farted at all during the show.
Really?
I think I did.
Man, I was farting Shattercast, man. So
plenty of fart noises.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Robert does that a lot, JH is asking, are you going to the Star Wars celebration this year? You and
that was in Chicago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it'll be in Chicago in March. April, give or take.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the spring here. I don't know. Chan told me about it, and we just kind of looked at each other like, yeah. Maybe.
I think it's sold out now. If you want to go, I don't think you can. I think it's all sold out, man.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, it's sold out quick. I think Bobby's going. I know there's a couple other people going in the realm are going, but I think Bobby's. I think he got a couple days or something. Yeah, he said he's going.
I always hear about that stuff, and then by the time I'm ready to pull the trigger, it's always too late.
Yeah, you gotta have your button on the finger on the pulse, whatever they call it, whatever crap or anything. So yeah, I thought about it, but I'm like, I'm not that great. I like Star Wars. Like I tell everybody, I don't collect them, but I do like the movies, and I keep up with them a little bit. I ask Bobby questions all the time, and Greg and everything, but I don't want to spend all that money just for something like that. That's cool.
I'm sorry.
JD looks like he has dreads. Robert says you have dreads, man.
Eat a beach boy.
He's a good dude. So, got a final question. Where do you see Breaking the Mold in 5 years? I asked Dave this too also.
Oh
Energon.
yeah,
He's a sexy beast. God
you're
dang.
a happy beast. Uh, boy. Well, I would like to imagine that we're still doing the show and that it has evolved even greater than it has been this year.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
I mean, I love those guys.
I do too.
Anytime we're meeting up, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make it.
Yeah, understand.
So, you know, uh,
I would love to live that way up that way, just to be able to hang out with everybody. You know,
you should
all
do.
the realm, all the. I'm trying, but I just don't know. I don't know if we can afford it to live up there, man. It's the cost of living is way much higher than his
Really?
here in Arkansas. Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude. I got a like over 1,800 square foot house for 175,000, and you know how much it costs up that way? A lot more, probably. In fact, I mean, we could move over to like probably Virginia, maybe West Virginia. You know, because West Virginia, Arkansas is about the same thing. We date cousins and all that good stuff. It doesn't matter.
I think it depends on how close you are to civilization.
That's true. I could live out in Bumfuck.
There are some areas out here you could have paid what you paid for that place and you'd have like 50 acres.
Nice. Yeah, we got a lot of places like that.
Yeah.
Everything. Um, Robert wants to know what did you have for dinner?
What
What
did
did you
I
eat?
had a
A
Chandler
burger?
made banging ass turkey cheese sandwiches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Mm,
grilled turkey
nice.
sandwiches.
Nice.
Yeah,
You ever eat fried bologna? Have you ever had a fried bologna sandwich?
I don't think so. I may have and
Oh
don't
man,
know.
dude. Here's what you do, man. You get some bologna, you put it on a skillet, or whatever, you know, pan or whatever.
Huh?
You cut a little slice on there because if you don't, you'll bowl up like it'll
Oh,
like
I
that.
yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Like
So you
steak.
get some toast. You put some cheese on that bologna. You fry it up a little bit. Put it on that toast. Mmm. Mmm.
That sounds
Telling
good.
you, that's a southern thing right there, boy. You don't know nothing about that there. Have you always lived in Pennsylvania? Is that where you're from?
Uh,
Is
yeah, I've pretty much lived here all my life. I lived in Rochester, New York for like maybe a year.
okay.
It was way colder up there than it is here, so that
Oh, I
didn't
imagine.
last long.
I know you know how to fry bologna, Robert. I know, but I'm telling people that don't. You know, some people don't know fry bologna. Yeah, whatever. Mud butts. You're an
Robert
ass.
lying. He's
I'm
fried.
glad you could find your time to come watch me one time live. You know, I've been live, a couple times, and whatever. I can't get any support from Robert D. But yeah, so yeah, so you've lived in Pennsylvania most of your life.
Yeah,
Well, that's cool.
yeah.
If you could move anywhere, if you and OCC could move anywhere in the world or the states, whatever, where would y'all move to? Where would you like to move to?
Well, yeah, I'd probably have to talk it over with her.
Of course, you just wouldn't say, "Oh, hey, we're moving." Oh, okay. No.
Um, I don't know. Like one of these days, we're gonna have a party here, and
Oh,
everybody's gonna be coming.
party.
Yeah, and
Engagement
'cause
party.
I would rather not move, but if I had to, I know both Pinkerton and Bobby have been in my ear. Move closer, move closer, move closer.
I can see here we got Pinkerton over there. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm only like an hour and a half away from either one of them, so it's not
it's not bad.
terrible.
That's good. That's an easy drive.
Yeah, I mean, we make the drive every now and again.
Man, if I could move, I'd move to Boise, Idaho. Man, I don't know why. Potato states.
Data farmer, huh?
I don't know. Um, all right. Desi B wants to know: do you guys have any oddball figures from your favorite child show other than Transformers? Maybe Samurai Pizza Cats or something. Do you have any?
um, unfortunately, my mother kind of either trashed all my toys or she
Yeah,
gave them to Goodwill.
mine too.
So
Exactly.
by
Moved
the
too many
time I
times.
yeah, by the time I realized like I wanted my toys, I was like 14 or 15. Hey, what'd you do with all?
Yeah.
Oh, I got rid of those like
Yeah.
3 years ago. You showed no interest in them. I'm like,
Ah,
So, you know, at that time, you know, going to flea market,
man.
stuff like that, just trying to rebuild.
Dude, if I could have my stuff when I was a kid,
I
I'd
did.
have.
I did, however, um, she gave all my vintage Star Wars stuff to my cousin.
Okay.
My cousins were like a bunch of little rich kids. They had everything that they wanted, and they still have it. Um,
Go steal it. Go steal it.
he kept all of my Star Wars figures.
Oh,
So,
that's good. That's cool. Did he give them back to you?
yeah, years and years and years. Well, he made me buy them, but still,
Asshat.
yeah. I mean, I didn't pay a whole lot for them. I mean, I definitely didn't pay like book value, if you will.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. That's cool.
So I was at least able to get them back. So
That's
those might be
good.
the
That's
only ones
awesome.
I have.
Oh my God, JH, I am from Arkansas. Robert, shut up. Cincinnati area. Yeah, he's like, oh, you don't get a verbal response because I typed it in there. Cincinnati. Yeah, that's my first BotCon, JH. I went to the 2008 BotCon in Cincinnati. So it was pretty cool. That's first time I ever visited Ohio. So, okay. Well, all right. Well, I guess it's been around 30 minutes. Once again, thank you. Like, I wish your other half would have came on, but I can have her on by herself. So we'll
You
see.
could always do that.
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate it. It was an honor, and I had a wonderful time. Just getting to know you a little better, and see everybody got to see what kind of collector and what you do and everything. So that's what I'm trying to do is get people's different perspective of the fandom and about themselves out there. So I really appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate it for me.
Thank you. Once again, it was wonderful, great time hanging out with you this weekend and your other half, CC. So I'm looking forward to hopefully they announce something next year that we'll have a fall TFCon other than the LA one.
Yeah.
And maybe we can get together, or I don't know, maybe I'll come to a NJCC. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? I know people have told me like, don't really, because I'm flying out of Arkansas, so
I mean, it's kind of a small show, but
it is. But it would be just to go hang out with y'all. I mean, I wouldn't come just to show and everything. So,
I mean, we definitely NJCC. We definitely have a big presence there.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've heard. Mr. Lowry, if you want Bethany to come on, you just tell her to hit me up, and she can come on, and we'll talk. We'll chit chat. I will talk with anybody. Just hit me up on private message, slide the DMs, all that good stuff, and go down there and hit that like button for me. I really would appreciate it, and I hope y'all really like this show, and I'm having a great time doing it. Get to meet and talk to a lot of wonderful people so far, and I'm looking forward to talking with everybody else. So tell them, I know you told everybody where you can be found at on Breaking the Mold. Go ahead and tell everybody where you're going to be at.
Okay. First off, I just want to say thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
It was awesome to get to see you and hang out with you this weekend.
Yes, sir.
I love you dearly. You're a beautiful, beautiful man.
Oh, like a step cousin, dude. Like a step cousin. I loved your little beard.
Thanks. I love what you're doing here. This is
Thank
awesome.
you.
It's new. It's different. Just like the quick 30-minute thing. It's not too long, not too short.
Yeah. People's attention span is like a gnat, man. They're just like, so. Yeah, exactly. God dang it. So they can find you on Breaking the Mold. Think you're doing a little finger something tomorrow night?
Yep. So Tuesdays at 8, we have a show called Breaking the Mold. It's on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. Tomorrow night, a new episode of Figga Bangin', which is a live toy review, and we will be sitting around making fun of Ace, trying to transform toys, and hopefully
maybe break something.
He might break something.
Hey, it's always good.
Yep.
And
that airs at 9:30 on the YouTube channel, the Realm Collectors YouTube channel. It's every other week, so
I think they should start making it weekly, but that just made me.
Yeah, it should. I think.
Anything else? Instagram? Are you doing Instagram stuff anymore?
I don't have access to my Facebook right now, but you can always hit me up. You can always PM me, JD Brocious. When I finally get my phone situation or my Facebook situation figured out, I'll accept any invites or whatever.
Because you're a whore.
Yeah. Taking it in the
You know
hole.
what? You know what, Oscar? Butt juice. Butt juice, butt juice, butt juice, butt juice.
But
Yeah.
you,
They keep wanting me to say butt juice. Sorry.
but juice.
Butt juice. So yeah, well, yeah.
Instagram.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, that's
Instagram.
Instagram. Pigment surgery. It's all one word.
Yeah.
You want to see dioramas and tattoos, nerdy stuff?
Dirty.
Yeah. That's probably the best place to be anyway.
Yeah, probably is. So, like I said, once again, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you very much for people that watched. Like I said, go down and hit that like button if you liked it. If you didn't like it, you hit that thumbs up down button. I'll probably get a couple of those, but that's fine. I love all y'all, and you know, if you like what you're doing, I'm happy for you as always. So I guess I will see you on the next review. And as always, hell Hasbro, and good night, folks.
Toodles.
Toodles.